Good evening, everyone. I'm Cedric. Tonight, my friends and I are going to present a case study on BIM implemented project in Hong Kong. This is the outline of our presentation. Although it is a very good system, its use in Hong Kong is still very much limited. In recent years, Housing Authority requires construction projects to integrate with BIM, but only a few famous projects in the private sector could be selected within the Hong Kong territory. One Island East was selected as our target building because it is the first commercial building which is Grade A commercial center designed and constructed by BIM in Hong Kong. The main reason for adopting BIM technology according to its wide properties was the comprehensive 3D geometric coordination offered by BIM. Everyone in the industry knows that there are lots of parties taking part in a construction project. From building design, structural design, quantity and cost estimation, building service works, and defects rectification parties are no exception. However, the coordination between these parties are always troublesome. In the old days, no BIM could be used in buildings. The engineers had to remove the works done to rectify the clashes between structural works, builders works, and building service works. But with BIM, all the clashes and design conflicts between these parties could be easily demonstrated before the commencement of works. In this case, over 2,000 clashes were reported. The accuracy of the design was greatly improved, and therefore the time efficiency improved as well. There are other reasons for using BIM, for example, the digital taking off for the tender document, and the architect could present better to his wire with a 3D model. And of course, the outcome was good for waste saving as well. The slide here shows some of the important milestones of the project. You may see that it just took 7 months from the commencement day of the main contract to the concreting day of core wall on 16th floor. That means the BIM technology really helped to push the progress of the project. Time is always the most important element of a construction project, and thanks to BIM, it saved much time in this project. This mighty 70-story building project just took 3 years to complete, which was a huge step up to the construction industry in Hong Kong. The scope of the project is summarized as here and will be further elaborated by Fai.
In the next session, I would like to talk about the application of BIM in One Island East. In the 3D models, the client Smart Properties has adopted the digital project software from the BIM consultants. It comprises of two functions, the product modeling and process modeling. It also allows the clash management, and also it integrates the various CAD drawings, for example, MEP drawings and structural drawings. Here we can see the clash was detected from the 3D models. And this is another example of clash management. In this case, Microsoft Project was used for project scheduling. The tree-shaped breakdown structure was built in the 3D models, and Garmin can use the tree-shaped breakdown structure to handle and update the BIM model data. By using the BIM, the process of the project activity can easily be maintained by inputting the construction data into BIM models. Using the BIM can schedule the construction sequence, and the workflow clash can be avoided. From the figure, we can see that the workflow was planned and scheduled. For example, from formwork to concreting. Digital project was used in the automated costing for generating the bills of quantity and also the variation orders. The quantity was provided by the design team so that the BQ and VO can be generated quicker. So smoother project cash flow can be achieved by quicker claims from the clients. The BQ and VO can be quickly generated by simply inputting the unit rate. We can see by simply inputting the unit rate, the BQ and VO can be quickly generated. It helps the tendering process to be smoother and faster. After the construction completion, the BIM model will be transferred to SWI again for the facilities management. The BIM model will be used in operation and management and also RMAA REST, for example, to schedule for the plant maintenance.
For integration and coordination of BIM, BIM kicks in at early stage, in which two programs from the same French company is used. The decision of adopting BIM is made after reaching schematic stage of design, in which in this project, all elements, including plumbing system, electrical system, are all used in BIM. Also, Microsoft Project and Primavera is both used in this project. The old chart of One Island East is a bit different from an ordinary project in which the element of BIM is added into the old chart. For a traditional project, if CAD is used, CAD can only have a limited scope of work, so CAD cannot be added into the old chart. But for One Island East, there is a more important position for the BIM, and direct participation is achieved. So the old chart will include BIM this element. In the tendering stage, BIM is regarded as one of the key elements in determining the ability of contractors, in which multiple model was provided by the client to test the ability of contractors with aid from PolyU. Finally, Government Construction won the tender, and government was required to run and maintain the BIM model throughout the whole project. In the construction stage, the use of BIM enables the project manager to coordinate the working sequence more effectively. For example, the arrangement of subcontractors. Also, BIM can foresee what should be done next. For example, the movement of construction materials or the movement of labor can all be visualized in BIM. For the performance of BIM application, One Island East achieved a 24 months ahead project schedule, as well as a 20% saving of construction costs. Also, 150 clash detection was made per week, and 254 meter cube materials are saved. Also, One Island East has achieved awards in an international level.
Talk about the benefit of using BIM. McGraw-Hill Construction conducted a survey which is about the benefit of using BIM, which is selected by the construction company. The advantage of BIM is to reduce error and cache deflection can prevent overlap of elements. The contractor can avoid making the mistake in the construction stage, and lot of manpower and materials can be saved in terms of time and money. It can also improve cooperation with owners and design firms. BIM model is more easier which compared with the traditional drawing. All parties are recommended to work together and share information with each other. Everyone can contribute on the development of the design. Can enhance the organizational image. It is a new tool and using BIM seems more professional. The image enhancement should clearly lead to more jobs. That means the economic benefit. Let's talk about the limitation and challenge of using BIM. According to NBS National BIM report, it mentions the most affected challenge and limitation why companies did not use BIM. The company and lack of in-house expertise. The reason related to the project size, kind demands, and no skillful manpower in the market. Second limitation is the demand of clients were not enough. Although the government is trying to use BIM in the public project, some clients did not have enough budget to use BIM, such as the A&A works. Some interviewers mentioned that there is not enough training in the market. That is same as Hong Kong. Only few degree program and courses such as Ivy have provided BIM subjects and lessons. And the cost is the most difficult reasons. BIM need to know a profit, and the cost of using BIM include the software training and time.
To further promote the use of BIM in the construction industry, our team have the following suggestions. The first one is the government leadership and support to the technology. The government has the responsibility in promoting new policy and technology, and BIM in construction industry is no exception either. The current situation is that there is only a few projects in Hong Kong integrated with BIM applications. In terms of public construction works, only the projects proposed by the Housing Authority requires the adoption of BIM. If the government can do more on promoting BIM, such as regulate not only the public housing works, but also the private residential projects, and the large-scale infrastructure project can be the key as well. The second one is the economic incentives. What can be the common target in this industry are the benefits and money. If the government can promote some economic incentives on the initial stage of using BIM technology, such as providing subsidy to the contracted parties, the effectiveness could just be greatly raised. And the third one is to regulate the industry with just one common system. There are hundreds of software systems and tools in the world of BIM. This phenomenon will be one of the difficulties in implementing the use of BIM. As the system were not united, the cost of each party could be huge numbers. Lots of software have to be used, and the practitioners have to learn the technique of each system. The government departments, such as the Development Bureau, may set up some rules and regulations for the public construction project and act as a leading action to extend to the private sector. By and large, the benefits of using BIM are summarized as follows, including better collaboration between owners and designers, enhancing the image of the company, and the most vital one is it really reduces clashes and conflicts in the construction process. Of course, there are limitations of using BIM as well. Lack of in-house expert and clients' demand are the big problems, because the use of BIM in Hong Kong is still very much limited. And because there is serious lack of training to the practitioners, the BIM integrated project would be very expensive as well. Hope those problems will be tackled in the future for better and healthier development of the construction industry. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.